Hey everyone, my name's Chris. I'm a full-time beauty pageant director as my career, but in my spare time, I'm a huge toy collector. I've been collecting toys now for over 40 years. You can officially call me a toyaholic. Thanks so much for checking out my YouTube channel. My channel consists mainly of two things: beauty pageants, which I love, and toys, which I love even more. My dream in life has always been to own a toy museum. So it's finally happened. I've bought a building and now I've got to move this massive collection and value it into the building. We're calling it the Toy Vault because it's an old bank building located in Crystal Springs, Mississippi that actually has two large vaults. So now I'm just going to make a ton of videos and value my toy collection. Then I'm going to make some where I take you shopping with me to thrift stores and flea markets and toy stores to let you see where I find all these goodies. So let's start this episode of valuing my toy collection and value some toys. Today's episode of valuing my toy collection, we're going to value some Dolly Parton items. We're going to start out with this perfume set, and it's worth about $40. Anytime a celebrity adds her face or name to something, it usually increases in value. Then we have this Dolly Parton Funko set. It's worth about $30. That just came out this year, I believe. And then we have some smaller Funkos. We have this one. It's worth about $20. And then we have one more. I think it's on the shelf, above right there. It's worth $20 as well. And then Dolly has added her name to some Duncan Hines baked goods. All these brownies and cakes, they're all worth about $6 each. I just bought them because the graphic was so cool of the cartoon of Dolly Parton. I thought it'd be cute in the toy collection. And I had the willpower not to cook all that. So they're worth about $6 each. A little photo of her is worth about $2. And then I think there's also some icing that goes with the set. They're worth about $6 each. I'm tempted to eat all the icing out of it and just keep the little containers. Nobody will know. All right, we have this vintage Dolly Parton plate. It's worth about $35, and it's got all her information and numbered on the back of the plate. And then we have some Dolly Parton dolls. This one, the first one, is in really good shape, and someone crocheted her a nice little dress. She's worth about $35 in that condition. Has a little hat with it too. And then we have, let's see which one we're going to go with next. This original one, that's her original outfit, and that one's worth about $35. Then we have this one in a vintage little blue outfit, worth about $25. And this one in the short little dress, also worth about $25. And this one in a share dress that someone is stoned, probably worth about $20. Have another one of those baked goods, cornbread, worth about $6. And then a little Dolly Parton birthday card, it's probably worth about $4. And the Dolly Parton Golden Book, worth about $6. Then we have the original Dolly Parton doll in her red jumpsuit, and she's worth about $80 still in the box. It's from the 70s. Look at the graphics on that. It's really cool. And then we have some of the newer dolls up there in the book. Her book is worth about $13. And then we have her doll in the red and white checkered dress. It's worth about $65. Still got the tags on them. Pretty cool picture of her, like a very good 80s picture. And then the one in the black dress is worth about $70. And then we have a camel plush from the Dixie Stampede that she owns in Tennessee. And that's worth about $20. I bet some poor family had to pay a lot more than $20 for that there. And let's see what else we have. Some of the, we'll go with this. This is a little hillbilly figure. I just put him with the country theme up here. He's worth about $15. And then we have two little plastic boot cups from the Dixie Stampede. They're worth about $6 each. So that's another $12 we can add to our total. And we'll go with some more country items. We have Granny from the Beverly Hillbillies. She's worth about $35. Then we have a Jethro Bodine doll. He's worth about $30. And then we have Jed Clampett. He's worth about $28. I put the Granny bobblehead with these because they never made a doll of her, just the other three for some reason. And then Ellie Mae Clampett, she's worth about $50 from this series. And then from Barbie Mattel, we have the Ellie Mae Clampett official doll, and she's worth $120. Then we have this really cute grandpa plush. He comes with a little hat with a lot of vintage pins on it from the 80s. So he's probably worth at least $20, maybe more than that, but we'll say $20. I thought he went good with our little country set we're doing. And then we have these dolls. They're from the Grand Ole Opry called Opry Kids. The small one's worth about $15. And then the larger ones, the girl, she's worth about $25. She still has her original tag on her. They're in really good shape too. And then the boy, he's worth about $25 as well. I would think these were worth more than that. These are really nice. All right, then we're going to move on to some 70s figurines. Little blonde girl in the blue dress is a bank. She's probably worth about $12, maybe a little bit more. These little two kids with the balloons are worth about $16. Very 70s, maybe even late 60s. This little girl with the yellow dress and flowers is worth about $12. I always pick this bright fluorescent ceramic up when I see these at thrift stores and yard sales. The little girl by the tree is worth about $12. And then let's move these up so we can see these. The little kids under the umbrella, the love umbrella, they're worth about $16. The 70s girl with the long hair by the flower vase is worth about $16. She's very 70s. And then the little acrylic green flower tree or shamrocks, they're worth about $13. And the little girl with the umbrella music box is worth about $18. Well, the vintage little girl mirror, it's worth about $15. And then this little dog called May K. Carbon in a dome case, she's worth about $15. And then this little vintage candle, probably about $5. He's very 70s. Then we have these two little vintage jewelry boxes. This white one with the flowers and have the little ballerina let me get it open. Little ballerina inside. She's worth about $12, maybe more. I'm gonna say $12. And then the little blue and white one also has a little ballerina inside, worth about $12. And this little orange dog with the little flower on his head, he's worth about $12. Little acrylic flower, it's worth about $12. And then these cool vintage bookends are worth about $20. And then we have these country music stars dolls. We have the Leanne Rimes doll. She's worth about $20. And then we have Mr. Alan Jackson. He's worth about $45. And then we have Mr. Randy Travis. He's worth about $30. Then we have some little crocheted items here. We have this hand crocheted unicorn with glasses. He's worth about $25. He's in great shape. One of my friends actually made that. And then we have a snail she made as well, worth about probably $12. And then this little elephant, he's worth about $8. Somebody gave that to me or I got it at a thrift store. I can't remember. Got a little Ellen DeGeneres picture there, probably worth about $3. And then we have an Ellen shot glass worth probably about $15. And the NBC one's probably worth about $12. Then we have these Ellen water bottles that are worth $10 each. We have two of these. We went to the Ellen show and they were selling those, so we bought those. And I thought they were pretty cool to keep. I save everything. And then this Jay Leno water bottle is worth about $10. Then I have this cool Dixie Stampede Dollywood type of bookend set of a train that's worth $45. So with our previous 169 videos we've made so far for valuing my toy collection for our YouTube series, our total was $496,156. Now with this video with our Dolly Parton and miscellaneous items, we can add another $1,424 to our grand total, making our grand total for episode 170 $497,680. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm off to make some more toy videos. And if you want to follow this journey or see the toys up close, you can find me on Facebook under the Toy Vault of Mississippi.